Between 1950 and early 2000s, some of the most amazing UFO footage was ever captured on film. Although some of these videos are a little blurry and distorted, I still think it's some of the best evidence we have out there of UFOs or any craft being filmed. And in tonight's video, we're going to look at several of those videos and get a close-up of some of this amazing footage that people have captured. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So tonight I'm going to be presenting to you some of the best footage I think over the last maybe 60 to 70 years. There's a lot more video footage out there, but what I'm going to present to you is some of the stuff that I found pretty interesting. I'll have a part 2 and 3 probably because there's a lot of video footage from early on that I think that needs to be reviewed and put back out there. So of course our first one's going to be coming from, I think it's a Melvin Bandilla is how you pronounce his name. Now, this footage happened in the early 2000s, and he was able to capture what you see here. I'm going to play it in its entirety. It's a very short video, and it's going to be blurry, and it's going to be distorted because it was taken, like I said, in the early 2000s. But basically, he was out. He's a carpenter with his brother, and he claims that he heard a buzzing sound. And when he turned around, he was out there with his brother. That's why you'll hear a little bit of buzzing sound in the background. He took out one of his phones, and he did have a flip phone. So it was a Motorola flip phone. I had one of these phones, kind of why it's funny to me. But he took out his flip phone, and he was able to film it. What made it even more interesting is that he said it seemed like the craft just kind of waited there for a few seconds for him to film it. So he was able to capture some video with his phone. And of course, when you take this footage from the phone back in the 2000s, it's going to be kind of blurry, distorted. But here's kind of what it looks like if you can make out from that point. Then they, of course, transferred it over and they put it on the screen. But it's pretty amazing that he captured this. And I'm going to let this play so you guys can see this.
William, man. William.
Now, he did say that this object was about the size of a tractor tire, so it wasn't really large. So this could have been some type of drone or something that was sent out. But for him to capture this, I think it was pretty good, and just to get this footage to us. And this was early 2000, and you guys see the way it kind of flips on its side and flies away. So Bob Lazar was right about how these craft fly. Now, this does remind me of some craft back in the day that they filmed in the, or took photos of in the 60s that you see there in your right-hand corner. Could these craft have been the same? I don't know the dimensions of the craft there in the right-hand corner, but I'll probably put a video together to do some comparisons there. Now, as far as a craft flying and tilting on its side, Bob Lazar has mentioned this. I know some people don't believe him, but I believe Bob Lazar, and here's a video footage right here of a craft having those same characteristics. Someone took this in 2003, and this craft was sitting there flying on its side, and then he said it disappeared, and then he looked around, and it was like several miles away. So yes, these crafts do fly like that. Some, I think the extraterrestrial crafts fly and they tilt on their side when they fly away. Alright guys, our next one, some of these videos are short. So remember, they were taken in the 90s and somewhere in the 60s and 70s I'm going to show to you. So they're not going to be long. They didn't have, of course, the stuff that we have today, cell phones and stuff. But I'm going to go ahead and let this play, and then I'll be back in just a minute. Now, I just wanted to slow this down just a little bit and kind of zoom in on for you guys that want to analyze this a little bit closer. You can see that there's about 4 to 5 lights, and the light in the right side of the craft is flashing. So some people were speculating this may have been a helicopter, but of course, when you heard the audio, that you didn't hear anything and you heard the people talking, it was kind of zooming in out. So put down in the comments what you guys think about this. Like I said, some of this stuff is from the 90s, so some of the stuff we're thinking that it is today, it's not going to be this. It's not going to be a drone of any sort. So on to the next one. This one, I saw this one on, I think it was a show called Sightings a while back in the 90s. But you see this UFO craft and it's flying between these clouds, and I was always looking for this when I found it. And it seems like the craft stopped and then peeked back out from the clouds you see there, and then it goes back behind the clouds. So I'm gonna let this play. I thought this was pretty interesting too, and wanted to show this to you guys if you remember this.
Ahí está. Ya salió. ¿Por qué se ve tan brilloso, Ya se metió otra vez, ¿no? Ahí está.
Sí, ahí.
Ya se metió.
Mira, como que se mete y sale, mira, está ahí por ahí. Sí.
Now this one's going to be pretty short. You're going to be looking at this luminous craft that basically descends down. That's all we got, but you see it was from 1954. Now, I don't know if the person was trying to zoom up or not. There's not too much audio behind this, but it's something I've never seen before as far as someone looking at this. I've seen the luminous objects or UFOs before, but to see this craft, and I'll slow it down a little bit. And this next one reminds me of the Phoenix Lights. You guys can see this there, and I'll go ahead and let this play as well. Turn down the music so you guys can hear, because I know black people don't want to hear the music as it plays.
Patrick Bear would love that. Good God. See it?
You can't see their lights. There's a lot of them. See it? I don't know. You can't
See it? I can't see by them lights. All I'm getting is glare of them lights.
You can't see very well if you frame it, but I'm sure. But
What's the theory I'll get?
Now here's another interesting short one. I do remember seeing this one. It's very, 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 very short. So I'm going to play it in its entirety twice, and then I'll slow it down. There it is there. You guys see how fast that was. So here it is at an 18th of the speed. And as you guys know, it's pretty difficult to try to get this stuff on camera. So we're lucky to have some of this stuff that we have here, especially something taken from the 60s. This next one's pretty much unknown, but it was taken, as you guys can tell from the video quality, at least in the mid to early 90s probably. And here's going to be another one taken from 1999. Now this one was pretty interesting. Some of this stuff reminds me of the Phoenix Lights. I did try to do some enhancements on this, and I couldn't do anything with the color of it. I tried to lighten it up, darken it up. Now we didn't have SpaceX or Starlight or anything like that back then, or Starlink, so this can't be that in the 1990s. We see some of this stuff now, but we didn't see clusters like this back then, except for we saw clusters of UFOs. So if you guys have seen something like this, let me know down in the comments, or if you guys have some video footage from the 90s, let me know. Now this last one's going to be from Sweden, of course, 1996. Some people said this was blowing in the wind. You guys see the craft goes against the wind, flies to the right and then to the left, and then pretty much flies off from that point. So put down in the comments what you guys think about this. Now I do have some people that sent me over some footage I'm going to show to you. So I'm going to let their videos play. One's about 2 or 3 minutes, another's about maybe 30 seconds or so. So let me let their footage play.
It's it over there.
yeah, it's supposed to be in an hour. Yeah, I know there's something behind here.
Whatever the hell that is, it's booking it.
It's booking it, look! Oh my gosh! What is that?
You sure as hell ain't no plane at that speed.
Oh my gosh!
It's like he's chasing after the rocket almost.
Oh my gosh, look, oh my gosh. There's the launch up top, and there's that thing.
It's zipping by. Holy
Using the rocket as a frame of reference for speed, I mean, that thing's really moving.
Look. Oh my gosh, look how fast it's going. I mean, there's the launch. There's the orb. Look, 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 look. Oh my gosh! Babe, what is that?
I don't know, but again, I can tell you that using the rocket as a frame of reference for speed and how fast that's moving, that thing's moving faster than the damn rocket.
And it's not blinking. It's not anythinging.
No, it's steady and it's zooming.
And changing directions. And changing directions. What was that? What is that?
Now there's something behind it blinking.
What? What is that thing doing? And now we have a plane over here. You hear it over here?
Yeah, now it's banking back to the left. Look.
What? It's right over that tree. It went behind the tree, I can't see it. Oh wait, there's some light back there. And then the plane over here behind me, I can hear that thing. And there goes Chetan in the yard. It's gone. Oh my gosh. That had to be bucking it solid good.
That's why I pointed it out to you. As soon as I saw it, I was like, that thing's moving faster than the damn rocket.
It was! I mean, there's the moon there, the rocket came, went, whatever, but this thing zoomed on by. And nothing anymore.
Post for tonight?
Oh yeah.
I don't know, because they
That should be a drone.
couldn't seem like they disappeared.
Yeah.
It does look like they're disappearing. They are disappearing. What? Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, see, he just disappeared.
Uh-oh.
So there you guys go. If you have footage, there's information in the description where you can email me and contact me and send me over any photos or videos you may have. And I'll try to go live maybe later this weekend, maybe Saturday or something, so we can discuss more. So don't forget to like, subscribe, share it with your friends, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. As always, I appreciate you watching.